Hi everyone, my name is Benedikt. I'm 24 years old and I currently work as a consultant at the financial sector. But my long-term goal is to get into the SEMS Masters of International Management. And part of that journey, I need to take the GMAT Focus test. I actually took the GMAT Focus test about 1.5 years ago. And back then I studied completely on my own. I had no real structure. I used random online resources, some books that I bought, and I just tried to figure out things for myself. I ended up scoring a 565, which is not bad, but it wasn't enough for the schools I was aiming for. So after that, I decided to give myself another shot, this time with a proper plan. I set aside some time, and about a year later than my first test, I discovered Target Test Prep. One of my friends had used it and recommended it for me, especially since he told me that it was clear and well organized, and that especially the math part was what really helped him. So I looked into the platform and I thought, yes, that's what I need, that's what I want, and that can help me the most. It's a system that tells you what to do each day, and you don't waste hours planning how to study instead of actual studying. So then I decided to sign up, and I took 3 months and only focused on studying. I used Target Test Prep for several months. It took some discipline to do it every day, but since I had the time, it was manageable. The structure of the course really helped me, and I usually aimed to get around 4 to 5 hours each day. Of course, on the weekends it was sometimes less or more, depending on what I did. One of the great things about Target Test Prep was definitely how detailed and systematic it is, especially the Quant part. The course doesn't just throw stuff at you, it makes you understand the logic behind everything and helps you analyze your weak areas immediately, especially with the analytic part. That focus on the fundamentals was what I was missing before when I studied on my own. So now I truly understood the basics behind all the other things in algebra, word problems, number of probabilities, properties. So after learning the basics, my confidence grew, and it also made a huge difference in my performance. I also really like the way that Target Test Prep builds your skills gradually. So at first it can feel slow and you don't feel that you learn that much, but because you're revisiting things that you already know and then just keep going, small details connect and suddenly the big picture is in your mind. After a few weeks, I started solving questions a lot faster, more accurately, and I could already tell that my reasoning was improving. When I retook the GMAT focus, I scored a 675, which was a 110-point score improvement from my first try. I was honestly really proud and also a little bit surprised by that, not just because of the score, but because I felt that I learned a lot and I was able to also get this on this test day. Looking back, when I think about what made the biggest difference for me, it would be definitely firstly the plan. I never had to guess what to do. I had a strict plan that I could follow, and it just made it way easier for me. The second one would be the focus on fundamentals, because like I said before, if the basics are well done and you have it in your mind, then everything else just builds from there. And the last point is definitely consistency. The way that the platform also keeps you motivated to keep going, to follow the plan, to go every day and just be there, and then it will come from its own. So yeah, those three things were definitely, I think, the biggest parts or the biggest difference makers. If I had to give advice for anyone starting the GMAT journey, I would definitely say don't stop, even if the progress doesn't feel as fast as you wished. There were definitely times where I felt stuck, or when I thought just I can't do it, or I'm not improving as fast as I have to. It's definitely just keep showing up, keep learning, keep following the plan, and then at the end suddenly you will see that everything worked out. Stick to your plan, don't burn yourself out, don't go too far ahead because you have time now. Just be the way, or keep the plan like it is. Also, take breaks when you need it. When you feel like today I just can't do it, do a pause, do a break, and then afterwards just keep going. We have to cut that. Yeah, the last part is to sum it all up. I definitely think that Target Test Prep gave me the structure and confidence that I needed to score as good as I did on a GMAT focus. I was able to improve my score with 110 points, which made this overwhelming test, which is the GMAT, into a structured and achievable thing. So yeah, if you are serious about improving your GMAT score, I would definitely recommend Target Test Prep to give you a good structure, good overview about everything, and a plan on how and when you can master the GMAT.